Was good, everybody? Back again for another Dino Riders toy review. Today, as you can all probably tell, this is going to be about the Stegosaurus from the Dino Riders toy series. I'm actually rather excited about this one because I really like this figure. Again, not my favorite, the favorite being the T-Rex, obviously. For those of you who are impatiently waiting the T-Rex, you're gonna have to wait a little longer. I'm still trying to find a spot where I can actually do the review for that one, just because it's huge. So my table in my room will not be enough for sure. Still kind of trying to plan how I will do this. Find a place in my house where I could probably do that. But anyhow, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the review of this guy himself. As you can see, a really nice looking dinosaur. Tycho did a pretty good job at making the mold for this dinosaur. Very easily recognizable as a Stegosaurus. It's got kind of that long, narrow snout, and obviously the plates in the back, probably what most lay people will recognize as being a typical feature of the Stegosaurus. On the back of the tail here, we got 4 spikes, very nicely done. Not 6, not 2, which you can sometimes find in books. And that's just ridiculous because Stegosaurus got 4 spikes, man, not 2, not 6. Kind of like how the T-Rex is sometimes depicted with like 3 fingers. That's ridiculous, man. You don't know what you're talking about. So listen, take a look at this guy and I'll show you how he walks. As with all Dino Riders toys, the medium figures have a walking function. This guy is no exception, and this guy walks rather smoothly. I'm actually quite impressed with the mechanics of this one. So let me show you that instead of bragging about it. Okay. Take a look at how he walks. It's very nice. It moves rather nicely, you know how you saw with the Triceratops or the Torosaurus, when they would move it would kind of be a bit clunky, but this guy actually moves rather smoothly. I like that a lot. You see that? Actually, it looks rather natural, you know? I like that. So enough of that, let me show you some of the armor. I guess first I'll start off with these pieces. As you can see, it's like these blue plates, and they actually go on the legs of the Stegosaurus like this. Let me put that on right there. See that? And again, you do the same thing for the other side. It's the same exact piece. It's just the mirror image of it. Just put it on like that again. It's a bit of a shame because the dinosaur itself is actually rather well painted in terms of how the colors blend and whatnot. And I love the plates on this guy. Actually, you see how the top is like red, but at the base it's like green. I love that. I love that little detail there. But as I was saying, it's just that the dinosaurs themselves are actually very well painted. But then you add on these blue pieces like that, and then it looks very kind of toyish, you know. So that's a bit of a shame, but nonetheless, it's still a very nice figure. Here we got the tail spike for the back of the Stegosaurus, and it's got these like 3. I don't know, like knives, I guess, which is really cool actually. And this is how it kind of hooks onto the Stegosaurus. It kind of just hooks on the tail like that. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. You got the tail like that, and you just hook on like this. Simple enough. There you go. You got tail spikes on the back of your pre-existing tail spikes. But so far this is what we have. This actually completes the back section of the Stegosaurus. Let me show you the main armor. You've probably seen pictures of this, but this thing is freaking amazing. This is what you put in the back on the back of the Stegosaurus. So let me remove these pieces since they're already removing themselves. As you can see, these are like little slots where the spikes will peek through. Here on the left, we got these 3 rockets that kind of just peg into the main body of this armor. Let me give you a clear picture of that. So it's really just like that. You can move them. You can turn them around, but I don't like moving them very much because, as with all Dino Rider toys, they're very fragile, and I don't want to break off the piece there. On the right side, we have these. I don't know what they were called. I think they're like quad lasers, and they're very cool too because you can actually rotate them vertically, horizontally, and vertically. So it goes up and down. Again, cool little some cool gear on our Stegosaurus here. Man, I have to say, some of the Tycho designers, they were pretty good, man. Like, some of the stuff they invented is rather original. So let me show you how to put that on the Stegosaurus. There's a specific way of putting it on, because there's specific plates that go into the specific slots. You can't just kind of randomly put it on. So you gotta make sure you put it right. As you can see, I did that like a pro. I know what I'm doing. But you really gotta make sure you put it on properly, or else it's not gonna hold on, or it's not even gonna fit. So there you go, just to give you a little brief overview, or show you a little bit of what it looks like now so far, what we put on. And the last pieces are these guys, with like individual pods with these laser guns on the sides. You can actually take these off, see like that, and it just really, this thing here pegs into the little hole there, as with all Dino Rider toys. It just goes in like that. Our little character here is, this one is Tart, who in the comic books is Questar's brother, and they don't like each other very much. For those of you who've seen the comic books, you know what I'm talking about. He actually just uses the same mold as Shadow, so again, he's a good looking dude. But the other character with the Stegosaurus is Vega, right here. He's actually pretty much the same mold as Sky on the Deinonychus, I believe. Let me just take a look. Yeah, that's pretty much Sky and the Deinonychus. They just changed the colors, those cheapos. So to place them in, if you see over here on the bottom, there's like this little vertic. I don't know what you would call that, little divider, I guess, and it's kind of just to divide his legs, or to kind of that's how you hook him in. Like, basically that little stem kind of goes between his feet like that. It kind of holds him into place. There you go. So he's sitting in there. He doesn't hold very well, but nonetheless, this guy goes on the left here. So he kind of just hooks on. As you can see, it's pretty much just like a loop, and you just hook it onto these kind of protruding pegs, I guess. Let's just sit Tart down. Let's put him in. And that's pretty much the Stegosaurus. Again, a really, really nice figure, man. Honestly, it's one of the more expensive ones. Again, because it's part of the second series of Dino Rider toys. So it wasn't as widely released, so it's kind of more highly sought after, or just there's just not that many of them out there, so they cost a lot more, obviously. So just to kind of give you a 360, that's a really nice looking dude. That is a nice looking dinosaur, man. Like that. This is on the back. I'm gonna show you how it walks with all the armor, because that is cool. That is just cool. Check this out. Man, that is a nice toy, dude. Look at that. Very nice. That is very nice. So that pretty much sums up my review of the Stegosaurus. Can't really think of anything else to say about this guy. So I think I'm gonna cut it there. There you have it, guys. The Stegosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs, and hopefully after seeing this review you understand why, because you have come to the realization that it is just such a fantastic toy. But hey, if you got the money and the interest, go pick him up, man. You're not gonna regret it. He is a really cool figure. And also the artwork on the box for this guy is actually really nice, so if you can get your hands on that, man, sweet. Later.